Hello students, today we start the second unit in botany paper second, that is the angiosperm. In that topic the first point is the morphology of flowers. So the flowers are, you have to see the different types of flower. These flowers are become very beautiful and attractive and having the lot of colors, and also these contains uh, various types of fragments, and these are present on these flowering plants. So uh, these flowers are the primary reproductive organs of the plants. So let's know about the uh, flower structure and morphology. So the flowers contain different parts. So this flower structure is broadly divided into the different parts such as calyx, corolla, anthoecium and gynoecium. These are the main important part of this flower. So look this figure. In that two views of the flowers. In one, in left hand side there is the sepals and petals. So these sepals are nothing but the calyx. So these are mostly in green colored, and petals, these are nothing but the corollas. So these are also very attractive in colors and having different shapes. At the center is their bract. So in the at the bottom of the flower there is the bracts are present, and on these pedicels, that means the stalk, is on the stalk the different flowers are arranged, and at the center there is the reproductive organs are present. In that, male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ. The male reproductive organs known as the stamens. So these stamens contains the tube-like structure, that is filament, and on the apex there is the anther, and they are having the numerous numbers. And at the center there is the female reproductive organ, which is also known as the pistils or carpels, and these are differentiated in three parts. At the bottom there is the ovary, then tube-like structure which is known as the style, and at the apex there is the stigma. So we can see the detail about all these parts. First of all, in most of the plants there is the stalk of the flower. So the stalk is known as the pedicels. So if the flower present with the stalk, then this flower is known as the pedicellate flower. If the flowers are having not stalk or not pedicels, then this flower known as the sessile. So these are the two terms are used in case of the presence of pedicels or absence of pedicels. यदि स्टॉक absent रहता है तो उसे हम सेसल फ्लावर्स बोलेंगे, और यदि फ्लावर स्टॉक पेडिसेल्स के ऊपर प्रेजेंट है तो उसे हम पेडिसिलेट फ्लावर्स बोलेंगे. देन about the next term is the receptacle. Receptacle, that means the uh, which are mostly present on these pedicels, and it look like the floral axis, and that holding the different flowers. जो एक मेन एक्सिस रहता है और उसके ऊपर फ्लावर्स अरेंज रहते हैं, तो उसे हम रिसेप्टेकल्स बोलते हैं. सो नेक्स्ट वी नो अबाउट दिस कैलेक्स. तो कैलेक्स मेन पार्ट है कैलेक्स. तो कैलेक्स इज द फर्स्ट लेयर ऑफ द फ्लावर, उसे भी हम बोल सकते हैं. और कैलेक्स विच इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज द सेपल्स, एंड दीज are mostly in green color and they are modified by the leaves. हम उसे modified leaves भी बोल सकते हैं. They are always in green colors, and the main function of these calyx or sepals is the protect और प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द यंगर बर्ड्स। जो फ्लावर यदि फ्लावर बर्ड कंडीशन में रहता है तो दिस कैलिक्स आर होलली कवर दिस बर्ड, सो दे कैन प्रोटेक्ट फ्रॉम these, they are always protect the bird in young stage. Then second part of the flower is the corona. This corona is the second wall of the flower, जो कैलेक्स के अंदर वहाँ फ्लावर्स में प्रेजेंट रहता है, तो these are the second wall of the flower. This corona is also known as the petals, and these petals are mostly colorful and scented. That's why they attract pollinators. जो अदर इंसेक्ट रहते हैं जिसके थ्रू फ्लावर का पॉलिनेशन होता है, तो उसे अट्रैक्ट, जो इंसेक्ट्स को अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए बहुत सारे कलर्स में हमें दिखाई देते हैं, और मोस्ट टाइम दैट विल बी सेंटेड भी रहते। सो एंड दैट्स वाई द फ्लावर्स जो है कि मोर अट्रैक्टिव बन जाते। सो दीज पेटल्स आर नॉर्मली अरेंज्ड इन द radial symmetry, and they can divided in, if these flowers are divided in the 3 equal parts, then these flowers known as the actinomorphic symmetry. And if the flower are arranged bilateral symmetrical or irregularly patterned, then these flowers or this symmetry is the zygomorphic symmetry. So another there is the two term, that is the actinomorphic and zygomorphic. Actinomorphic में क्या होता है कि जो flowers है these are radially divided in 3 parts, but if the flowers are divided in by 2 or bilateral and irregular pattern, then these flowers known as the zygomorphic symmetry. Sometimes what happens, the androecium and gynoecium, that is the reproductive organs, they are also symmetrical with this calyx and corolla. जो calyx और corolla है उसी तरह हमें androecium और gynoecium भी वहाँ symmetrically divide हो जाते। And the next term is the perianth. तो perianth, these are nothing but the, if the calyx and corolla are united and they get modified, so that structure is known as the perianth. In some of the families or some of the plants are observed this perianth like structure. Then next slide is about the androecium. This androecium is nothing but the male reproductive system of the flowering plants, and this is the third wall of the flower, मतलब third part of this flower. And this androecium is made by the one or more stamens, and these stamens is made up of the filament and anther. तो फिलामेंट क्या है, तो दिस फिलामेंट इज ए लॉन्ग स्लेंडर ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर एंड होल्ड एंथर एट द टॉप। फिर आपने फर्स्ट फिगर में देखा होगा कि जो फिलामेंट है ट्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, और उसके जो टॉप पे वहाँ पे एंथर्स अटैच रहते हैं। सो नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस स्टैमेन इज द एंथर। तो एंथर इज द pollen producing part of the plant, and it is made up of the 4 chambers or 4 pollen sacs. तो जो एंथर है, एंथर के अंदर पोलन प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, उसके अंदर 4 चेम्बर्स, या तो चेम्बर्स बोल सकते हैं, नहीं तो पोलन सैक्स प्रेजेंट रहती है। व्हेन दीज microspores are developed, then each microspore forms pollen grains that carries the male gametes, and the nucleus in the pollen grains divides mitotically and to form the 2 male nuclei. जो पोलन सैक क्या करती है, माइक्रोस्पोर्स डेवलप करती है। फिर माइक्रोस्पोर डेवलप होके वहाँ पे पोलन ग्रेन्स फॉर्म होते हैं और पोलन ग्रेन्स में मेल गैमेट्स रहते हैं। व्हेन दीज जो पोलन ग्रेन के अंदर जो न्यूक्लियस रहता है, दिस न्यूक्लियस फिर माइटोटिकली डिवाइड होके उसमें 2 मेल न्यूक्लियाई प्रोड्यूस होते हैं। सो देन these pollen grains, what is the structure of pollen grains? तो pollen grains are double layered, protective covering उसे रहता है। the inner layer, जो inner layer the inner layer which is called as the intine and the outer layer which is called as the exine, and the pollen grains are released by the anthers and they get pollinated to the same flower और टू द डिफरेंट फ्लावर्स। तो फिर जो पोलन ग्रेन्स है उसमें एंथर्स बाहर निकालते हैं और इफ़ द जो पोलन्स और जो एंथर्स है वो यदि सेम फ्लावर पे वो गिरते हैं, सेम फ्लावर में वो पॉलिनेट होते हैं तो उसे सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन बोलते हैं। और यदि वो डिफरेंट प्लांट के ऊपर जाके पॉलिनेट होते हैं तो उसे क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन बोला जाता है। सो दीज petals, staples, stamens are often show fusion to form the tubes. It is petal fuse to form a tube or this condition is called the gamopetales. तो जो यदि ये पेटल्स, स्टेपल्स और स्टैमेंस यदि वो फ्यूज कंडीशन में मिलते हैं तो हम उसे गैमोपेटलस बोलते हैं। यदि द स्टैमेन फ्यूज विद द ट्यूब कॉल्ड द स्टैमिनल ट्यूब, जो स्टैमेंस फ्यूज टू फॉर्म ए ट्यूब कॉल्ड द स्टैमिनल ट्यूब। यदि ये जो स्टैमेंस है, स्टैमेन के यदि जो बेस है, बेस यदि फ्यूज कंडीशन में मिलता है तो हम उसे स्टैमिनल ट्यूब बोलते हैं। यदि these stamens are fused with the petals, sepals then and stamens, then this condition is known as the gamopetales. Then next part of the flower is the gynoecium. So gynoecium is the fourth whorl of the flower and it is present towards the center, and this is the female reproductive part of the flower. This gynoecium also known as the pistils or carpels. Then this carpel is made up by the 3 parts, that is stigma, style and ovary. The stigma, it is the upper part or top part, it become the sticky and it attached to the style. So this stigma are the sticky ends, that's why these जो पोलन्स है, पोलन्स कैच करने में स्टिकी जो सरफेस रहता है वो हेल्प्स करता है एंड these flowers will be pollinated. जब भी पोलन उसके ऊपर अटैच होंगे तभी जो फर्टिलाइजेशन प्रोसेस है वो स्टार्ट हो जाएगी। तो जो कैचिंग ऑफ पोलन ग्रेन्स में ये स्टिकी सरफेस मदद करता है। देन नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज द स्टाइल. Style is a thin tube-like structure that holds the stigma and attached to the ovary at the base. Style middle part है, जो ऊपर स्टिग्मा को जॉइंट रहता है और नीचे ओवरी को जॉइंट रहता है। तो ये it is the tube-like structure. Then at the bottom there is the ovary, and ovary is the solan basal portion of the flower which houses the ovules which contains the female gametes. तो जो ओहरी है, ओहरी में ओव्यूल्स प्रेजेंट रहते हैं और वहाँ फीमेल गैमेट्स तैयार होते हैं. देन these based on the position of ovary, these floral whorls are differentiated into three parts. So first one is the hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous. Hypogynous, that means the ovary lies above all the whorls of the flower. Then perigynous, this type of ovary is present in between the other flower layers, and epigynous, there is the inferior ovary. This type of ovary is present below or other whorls of the flower. It is often surrounded by the receptacles. तो जो हाइपोगाइनस है, हाइपोगाइनस में सुपीरियर ओवरी रहती है. सुपीरियर मीन्स दी जो फ्लोरल पार्ट्स है, कैलेक्स, करोला, एंड्रोशियम, so these are present in the below of this ovary. उसके ओवरी के नीचे ये सब पार्ट्स प्रेजेंट रहते हैं. पेरिगाइनस कंडीशन में क्या रहता है, यहाँ पे इंटरमीडिएट ओवरी रहती है. तो जो फ्लोरल पार्ट्स है वो ओवरी के बीच में, मतलब थोड़े नीचे और थोड़े पार्ट तो नीचे और थोड़े पार्ट ऊपर, मतलब जो ओवरी है वो इंटरमीडिएट रहेगी, बीच में रहेगी उसकी. और जो इपीगाइनस है, इपीगाइनस में क्या रहता है, इन्फीरियर ओवरी रहते हैं. ओवरी के ऊपर सब जो बाकी के फ्लोरल पार्ट्स है वो ओवरी के ऊपर से अरेंज होते हैं. सो दीज आर द थ्री टाइप्स which are observed in these flowers according to the ovary position. That is hypogynous, that is superior ovary. पेरिगाइनस में इंटरमीडिएट ओवरी रहती है और एपिगाइनस में इंफेरियर ओवरी रहती है. सो these are the different type of inflorescence. In that there is the arrangement of flower in different types. In first there is the single, then spike. On this axis the flowers are arranged, or there is the no stalk. Then in raceme there is the also there is the flowers are arranged on the axis, and these flowers are stalks. Then in the corium these flowers are arranged on the axis, but their position is younger at the center, and जो older flowers, these are surroundings. Then in the umbel there is the floret structure which are present on the axis, but these all the pedicels are developed from the one axis. Then cyme, these are again these axes are differentiated. Then in the panicle type, on these main axis, these main axes are differentiated, and sub axis flowers are arranged. Then also there is the spadix types. In that one stalk is developed, and on that flower is developed. And it's composite. In the composite types of, in their flowers, two types of flowers, there is the ray flowers and disc flowers are arranged. So these are the different type of inflorescence. In that the position of flowers are varied. So this is all about the structure of flowers. Lastly, I summarize about this morphology of flowers. First of all, write down about the flowers information, then gives their different parts, for example petals, sepals, male reproductive organ and female reproductive organs. In that I have to talk about these pedicellate and sessile flower. Pedicellate, that means If the stalk, if the flower having stalk, then it is called pedicellate. If the flower are without stalk, then it is called the sessile. This receptacle, that means the on the pedicel there is the floral axis is developed, and on this axis the different flowers are holding. Then calyx is the first part of flower. It is also known as corolla, sorry, sepals, and it is a modified part of this leaves, and its function is to protect the birds. Then corolla is the second whorl, and which is also known as the petals. These corolla are most of colorful and scented, and for attracting the pollinators. So regarding the symmetry, there are two types: actinomorphic symmetry and zygomorphic symmetry. Actinomorphic, that means the flowers are divided into the three equal parts. Then these flowers known as actinomorphic. If the flowers are arranged bilaterally or having irregular arrangements or irregular pattern, then these flowers known as zygomorphic. Then about the androecium, that is the third part or third whorl of the flower, and which is male reproductive organ. These male reproductive organs, which is made up by the one or more stamens. These stamens are made up by the filaments and anthers. So filaments is the tube-like structure, and it holdings at top the anther. So these anthers are the pollen producing part, and it contains the four chambers or pollen sacs. After the anther gives the microspores, and these microspores forms the pollen grains. These pollen grains carries the male gametes. When the nucleus of the pollen grains divide mitotically, and they produces the two male nuclei. And about the pollen grain structure, that is double layer structure. Inner layer is the intine, and our outer layer is the exine. When the pollen grains are released from this anther, if they pollinated to the same plant, then this plant is the self pollinated, and if it is pollinated on different plant, then that condition is called as the cross pollination. Next is about the gynoecium. Gynoecium is the fourth whorl of the flower, and that is female reproductive organs, which is also known as the pistils or carpels. This gynoecium or carpels contains the stigma style ovary. The stigma is the upper part, that is sticky end. Style is the thin tube-like structure, and at the bottom solan basal portion, that is known as the ovary, and in that ovary female gametes are produced. And according to this ovary position, these flowers are again differentiated into three types. First one is the hypogynous. Hypogynous, that means there is the superior ovary. Then perigynous, that means intermediate ovary, and epigynous, having the inferior ovary. And these are the different types of inflorescence. In that we can observe the different arrangements of these flowers. So this is all about the morphology of flowers. I hope all of you are clearly understand about this morphology. So now I stop here. Next video we talk about the next part of these units.